Hi, welcome to HeKatesXing. This is part 3 of the Tarot de Marseille. So we are working with predicting your future. Okay, as we continue with the Tarot de Marseille. Okay. And, ooh, glasses on my head so I can read my book. Okay, what I'm doing first is going through and having a look at what the book may mean in the major arcana. Then I'm giving you what the book says about the numerology and the suit. And then I'm giving you what I have been working with the deck, because lots of books give different ideas and the way you work with the cards, and you know, everybody has their opinion, and that's okay. So it's about taking what resonates and what doesn't. Then I show you what I use when I do a reading, what seems to come up for me. And you can either take it or leave it, it's no big deal. It's just about whatever suits you. These are just ideas and suggestions. So we're looking at the Hierophant here, or the High Priest. And his keywords in the book talk about spiritual development and learning, and questions to ask yourself. Am I being fair and just to other people? Do I give enough encouragement and help when and where it is needed? Do I ignore good advice when it is offered? Is there anything that I can do to make me a better, more compassionate human being? Am I really as broad-minded as I profess to be? I mean, those are some of the questions you can ask yourself if you're doing a reading with the Tarot de Marseille type of deck. Okay? He also speaks, okay, so in the book it talks about representing spiritual wisdom, mediator between heaven and earth. He's a great teacher, compassionate and fair, sympathetic ruler, he listens and is merciful. He has a breadth of vision and is able to encompass and understand all the needs of man. He emphasizes the importance of learning and the role of the individual in society. The High Priest is related to the astrological influence. Oh, I didn't worry about it before for the other cards, but anyway, influences by the planet Jupiter, just to give you a bit of information. Okay, so for me, the High Priest, okay, or the Hierophant, talks about traditional, being a traditional clergy, sort of that spiritual leader type of energy. Okay, but he can also speak about spiritual faith, belief, teachings, learnings, maybe education. All those things come into play. It also reminds me of here I'm going to give you my information, but what you do with the teachings is totally up to you. You know, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to share my knowledge, but what you actually do with it is totally up to you. That's what I feel like the Hierophant is sort of speaking about in this. So, think of him as a teacher, a mentor, somebody who guides. You know, that's how I think of the Hierophant, someone who guides, who teaches and mentors, spirituality, things in life. And then the next card we have is the Devil. Okay, the Devil talks about self-awareness and revelation. Questions to ask yourself. Am I brooding over the past? Am I obsessive about my difficulties? Can I look at them from another perspective? Should I seek professional help? Am I smoking, taking drugs or drinking too much? If so, why? Am I ignoring my problems or avoiding the truth? Okay, for me, the Devil is very much about addictions, bad habits, being chained to the past or being chained to a situation. Can very much talk about things that are not good for us, and whether those repeated patterns, or you know, it could be about, I know it's come up in like a party situation where it's going to be like one massive big party, and you know, it could be about getting drunk and smoking and excessively, or doing something that's not actually good for you, that's not going to provide you with the right path, whether that's to have multiple sexual partners. All those things can come into play if it's done in excess. This to me is about more than just being in moderation like the temperance, but more about being in excess. So it's something more extreme behaviour. That's what I think of the devil as being, more extreme behaviour. So that's something for you to sort of think about. Now the next lot we have is number 5. So what do 5s mean to you? Okay, for me they normally mean conflicts and struggles and things like that. But also when you think about playing cards, they talk about being magic, as in creating a little bit of magic in your life. So that sort of energy sort of comes through for me. 5s here does talk about victory, so there may have been, like as in 4 being obstacles, 5 talks about victory. So this talks about success. Okay, talks about victory and success. So, but for me it is about trials and struggles, and and there may be some challenges and things like that. It just totally depends on the surrounding cards and what comes up. So if we're going to talk about victory, it's going to be talking about victory in your health and well-being, your physical and material aspects, maybe in a sense of career. Okay, you might have success here, victory in what you've achieved so far. There might be victory in regards to an idea or a plan, or the way you communicate. Could be a victory in a way that is related to a relationship, or a victory in regards to your emotions. Maybe this is overcoming something. You've overcome the challenges in regards to whatever it is, and you've got success, got victory coming. Okay, with the 6 of Wands, very different. 5 of Wands, should I say, very different from the 6 of Wands in the right, or the 5 of Wands in the Rider-Waite. That would be battles. To me, this is about a sense of, now we have victory in regards to our energy, our spiritual energy, our spirituality some way. Maybe it's a creative project we have success and victory over. So it's a bit, you've got these two sides. You've got what's in the books, and then you've got what you sort of know from your Rider-Waite or from other books and things like that, and so you're trying to marry it all together. So I think a lot of it comes up, sometimes it can be talking about challenges and obstacles, and other times it can be talking about success and victory. I think it just depends on the surrounding cards and what's actually going on. So I just want you to look at the numbers, look at what I've told you, and write down what resonates and discard the rest. Write down what resonates and discard the rest. Okay, now we're going to look at the Lovers, which to me is always about choice. Okay, to me it's about choices needed to make in a relationship. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the book actually speaks about the Lovers. Have a look at the image. What does the image tell you when you look at it? Oops. If I go to the right page. Here we have Lovers. The keywords are love, harmony, choices, and sacrifice. So what are you sacrificing within the relationship? Am I being fair to my lover? Am I receptive to what he or she is thinking, wants to achieve or do? Am I jealous for no reason? Or if I have cause, can I possibly talk things over in a civilized manner? Do I really love them? Am I being involved with this person merely because of wealth or status? Am I hurting my lover in any way? So for me, yeah, I can speak about choices, love, relationships, passion. Definitely what am I sacrificing within the relationship? Could be another aspect of it. This is specifically maybe about relationships on some level. It doesn't necessarily need to be, I don't think it doesn't necessarily always have to be about lovers, but it's definitely a relationship that could be intimate on some level, whatever that is. Okay, so that's something to sort of think about as I go through and talk about what I think about each card and what the book says, and having a look at how we can sort of use what resonates and what doesn't. It's like the Tower. The Tower talks about risks, downfall, and drastic change. The Tower asks of ourselves, am I being rash in my attitude to life? Am I being arrogant about my achievements? Is my proposed line of action self-centered? Will I or my family suffer if I take this step? Have I seriously considered what is ahead? Okay, so for me the Tower talks about taking a leap of faith, reaching enlightenment, crumbling walls and barriers, feeling like everything's wobbly, shaky, doom and gloom, everything's just overwhelming, is beyond words, just totally just universal energy. It seems to affect not just only me but everyone around me. It's not just internal. Seems to be a very physical doom and gloom energy. It's quite big. So for me also it reminds us that we can, even when if we take that leap of faith and we reach that understanding, that we can actually rebuild what we want in our life. I think that's something that's quite important to sort of think about. Even though things might be doom and gloom and crazy and everything like that, when it comes up in a reading, especially if it's that one card that comes up, it also reminds us that we can rebuild the way we want in our life. We can rebuild what we want to design, that we can recreate. Okay, let's get into the minor arcana. Okay, the minor arcana, we are looking at the words for the sixes is opposition may succeed. So it's not always what you expect. It might be the unexpected may succeed. The unexpected may be what causes victory. Okay. So, interesting. So when you think about that, so you're thinking about whatever it is that's happening. So whatever's happening with your health and finances, it may be the opposite to what you would normally do that will create success. It's like you've got choices to take, and whatever path you take, you've got to think very carefully, because maybe what you wouldn't normally do is going to cause you the success that you want. Same with maybe your perceptions or your thoughts, ideas. Maybe with your emotions or with a relationship, maybe it's the opposite to what your heart is telling you might succeed. Okay, then with your wands, then you've got the opposite to this creative project you had on, this idea. Maybe you've got to do something completely different. Maybe it's saying to you, it's time to do something completely different in your project, and that's going to allow you to have success. Six is also to me about harmony. Okay, sixes is about creating harmony in your journey. So this is creating harmony in your health and finances, harmony in your perspectives, your ideas and plans, maybe in the way you communicate, harmony in regards to relationships, love, feelings, your dreams, harmony in regards to the creative project, everything like that. So to create the harmony that you need, all the successes and everything like that, so I suppose it all sort of ties in together there, that it is about maybe doing something you would least expect to happen. Okay, so there we are. The next video 3 of the Tarot de Marseille. And do not forget to subscribe and like, ring the bell, check my links on my blog, on my channel, to my blog Unseen Alley, to Make Playing Cards, to Twitter, to Instagram. Don't forget the links to my PayPal will be underneath if you want to book a reading with me. Also to Ko-Fi if you want to go through there for a price of a coffee. Have a tarot reading for the price of a coffee if you like. Also there's Streamlabs if you want to donate as well. So there's lots there going on. Don't forget to catch me on lives. I'm not sure what days yet. I'm thinking New Zealand time would be somewhere between 7ish, 7:30 start, depending on what's going on. 7:30 start, and then maybe a New Zealand time. Remember, I'm a day ahead for some of you, so that could be my Tuesday and Wednesdays and maybe Fridays. I'm thinking of making them regular, so we'll see what's been happening. I don't know up until this video is released, so I may have already decided. So take care and blessed be.